Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we're ready in about 5 minutes to begin game number 5 of the 1969 Strat-O-Matic World Series. I'll be back with a very brief pregame, and we will have a warm-up question right after the lineups are given. Stand by, please. The Atlanta Braves lead the Baltimore Orioles 3-1 in games. If the Orioles win this one, the 5th game and the 3rd at Atlanta, there will be a game 6. We would have a travel day tomorrow, Thursday, and then have Friday for game 6. If the Atlanta Braves win, they are the world champions. This is how it happened. In game 1, the Atlanta Braves beat the Baltimore Orioles 2-1 in a stunning pitcher's duel. Phil Niekro got the win. He allowed 1 run, 2 hits, struck out 8. Cuellar the loss, 2 runs in 9 innings. The home run by Aaron in the first, a 2-run home run, was all that was needed. Hendricks hit a home run in the bottom of the 7th. That was in Baltimore, and game 2 was also in Baltimore. And the Orioles came back with an 8-4 win. McNally got the win. He went all the way. 4 runs in 9 innings. Reed got hit very hard. 8 runs, 2 of them unearned in 3 2/3 innings. There were no home runs in that game. The final was 8-4 Baltimore. Then for game 3, the Atlanta Braves beat the Orioles 7-4. Stone got the surprising start. He allowed 3 runs in 5 2/3 innings. Upshaw got the win. Jarvis the save. Palmer allowed 5 runs in 6 innings. The home run by Felix Millan in the 6th, the 3-run home run, served to put the Braves over the Orioles, and it was the game winner. Then the second game in Atlanta, game 4, with Atlanta leading 2-1, the Braves won it 4-3, and it was a thriller again, a rematch of game 1, Niekro and Cuellar. Niekro got the win, 3 runs in 9 innings. Cuellar the loss, 3 earned runs, 1 unearned run. Home runs by Carty. Hendricks hit his 2nd home run of the World Series. And then, in the bottom of the 9th, trailing 3-2, with pinch hitter Tommy Aaron on first and 2 outs, Felix Millan did it again. He hit a 2-run home run to win it, a walk-off homer for the Braves. Looking at the statistics thus far, we see that Felix Millan has 5 runs batted in 4 games, 2 home runs, although he's only hitting 187. Hendricks has 4 runs batted in. He's 6 for 13 with 2 home runs. So we're all set to get started here in Game 5, and here are your starting lineups. For the Baltimore Orioles, leading off in left field, Don Buford. Batting second, in center, Paul Blair. Batting third, Frank Robinson in right field. Batting cleanup is Boog Powell, he's at first. Brooks Robinson batting fifth at third base. Elrod Hendricks with the big bat in the series, catching and batting sixth. Batting seventh, Davy Johnson at second base. Batting eighth and playing short, Mark Belanger. And the pitcher batting ninth, left-hander Dave McNally, who is 1-0 in the series. He won Game 2. He's going to try to repeat that, forcing a Game 6. For the Atlanta Braves, the hometown Braves, leading off Felix Millan with 2 home runs and 2 game-winning home runs, including the walk-off yesterday. Leading off at second, Tony Gonzalez in center field, batting second. Batting third, Hank Aaron in right. The cleanup hitter is Rico Carty in left. Orlando Cepeda playing first base and batting fifth. Cleet Boyer batting sixth at third base. Batting seventh and catching, Bob Didier. Batting eighth at short, Gil Garrido. And the pitcher who got hit very hard in the second game, he's hoping to make a difference this time. Big, tall Ron Reed, the right-hander. And now, I bring my attention, I ask you to give your attention to Kathy Harden for the warm-up question to get us going. Wait for it now. Look for it in the text. And if you know the answer, please, by all means, type it in. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. I got lots of issues that I'm concerned about in life. Here it is. Who caught the final out in the '69 World Series? Who caught the final out in the 1969 World Series? And we're going to give a red Mike and Ike to Kathy Harden. I may have age-appropriate cognitive decline, but I'm not demented. And I remember Cleon. Demo says Cleon. Let's give red Mike and Ikes to all, including and especially Kathy Harden, for a great warm-up question. Who caught the final out in the 1969 series for the Miracle Mets? And it was Cleon. It was a fly ball hit by Davy Johnson to left field with 2 outs in the ninth, and Cleon caught it, and the Mets made history. Who hit it? Davy Johnson. Well, hello, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here. Great question, Kathy. And we are here in Studio B for the 5th game of the World Series. And the Braves take the field. The attendance, again, it's a packed house. It's 50,196. Maybe for the Braves to do something they haven't done since 1957, and that's win a World Series. And Reed is on the mound. He's ready. He's taking his warm-ups, and leading it off is Don Buford. Okay, Reed is all set. He's into his windup. The pitch to Buford. 4-9 switch hitter batting left, and that's a shot hit out by Buford deep to center field, and it's gone. Buford on the first pitch of the game has hit a home run off big, tall Ron Reed. 1-0 Orioles. Just like he hit a home run in Game 1 of the World Series. Some of you may remember that. A home run by Buford. What a way to start. And that is Buford's first home run of the series. He was 1 for 15 coming into this game in the series. And he's really turned that around on a 4-9 switch hitter batting left, N home run 1-13. He has W power against left-handers, but N power against right-handers. And Demo's magic is rubbing off on the Orioles. Here's Paul Blair. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Here's Reed. The pitch to Blair. That's 3-7 right-handed. Chops it to second for Felix. Over to Cepeda, 1 away. Here's Frank Robinson now. It's very good, Doug. Oh, it tastes good. Here's the pitch, 1-4 to Robinson, and that's a shot hit out to left center, and it's gone. Another home run this inning off Ron Reed, this one by Frank Robinson. And that makes it 2-0 Orioles. I think the Orioles came here to play today. It was a 1-4 right-handed. And that's Robinson's first home run, his 4th run batted in the series, and it's 2-0. Okay, Reed now facing Powell. What a way to start. Here's the pitch from Reed. That's 3-7 right-handed, grounds it to first for Cepeda. And he takes it to the bag, 2 away for Brooks Robinson. Hello there, Ron. It's 3-1 in games, Atlanta leading in the World Series, Ron. This is the Game 5 in Atlanta. They're hoping to win it, but Buford and Robinson, Frank Robinson, have hit home runs in the first. 2-0. 2 outs, no one on. Pitch to Brooks. That's 5-7 right-handed. Grounds to second, our first X, Felix. 1-17. Woo. 117, 12-1 gets to a G1. E17, 4-7-9. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. But there were 2 runs on 2 hits, and they were just not hits. They were solo home runs. One by Buford and one by Frank Robinson, each with their first in the series. And what a start for the Orioles. We move to the bottom of the first. McNally takes the mound. He won Game 2. He did allow 4 runs. He now has a 2-0 lead. And there's a big hand here for Felix Millan as he comes to the plate. Millan steps in facing McNally. Here's the windup and the pitch to Millan. That's 1-7. And that's a grounder to short. Belanger has it, throws to Powell, 1 out. Would have been a hit against the right-hander. Now Tony Gonzalez steps in. Tony, 4 for 17, 1 run batted in the series. Hitting just under 250. Here's McNally. That's 2-8. Left-handed hit deep. Oh, by Gonzalez. Left field, Buford at the wall makes the catch. Oh my, that was hit deep. It was a 2-8 left-handed, home run 1-10, and it was a 12. Oh wait, it's a ballpark blast. I'm so sorry, my error. Oh no, it's clean. That's correct. I was looking here. It's a 2-8. What a catch by Buford. And out here comes Henry Aaron. 2 outs, nobody on. Okay, McNally. 1-6, left-handed, double 1-2, fly to right, and chasing for it, Frank Robinson, and he catches up with it to make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for McNally. And after 1, it's Baltimore 2, Atlanta nothing. Programming notes. Don't forget, I have at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, original ambiance that I have created. It's called You're Traveling in Space, but You're in a Dream. And I encourage you to enjoy that ambiance. Ron Reed takes the mound. Now, if there is a game 6, it will be Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Friday at 2 p.m. in Baltimore. Tomorrow would be a travel day. Of course, the Braves, the Orioles, the Braves would like to have something to say about that. Elrod Hendricks is the batter. Elrod probably hitting the best in the series, 6 for 13. 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Okay, Reed is ready. Here's the pitch to Elrod. 1-6, pops it up to first, and Orlando makes the catch, 1 away. That's fantastic, great news. That's great, Doug. Let me know how it goes. I'd like to go to some of your games. Fantastic. Funny thing is, this morning, my tripod, my favorite tripod, broke. And I'm using the new one. I'm keeping it stationary, and it works pretty good. It's pretty straight, but it doesn't have the flexibility of the other one. So what did I do? I went ahead. I don't even want to tell you. I bought 3 tripods. I got good deals on them, in hopes that really good deals. And they're being 2 of them will come tonight between 5 and 10, and one of them tomorrow between 5 and 10. But it turned out I was right about getting the backup, which I'm using now. Okay, Davy Johnson steps in. It's 1 out, nobody on. Exactly, Doug. Okay, here's Reed. The wind-up, the pitch to Johnson. 1-7, right-handed, fly ball center for Gonzalez, 2 outs. And here's Belanger. Big, tall Ron Reed on the mound. He gets the sign from Didier. He's set, and the pitch to Belanger. 3-7, right-handed. That's a fly to center. And under it is Gonzalez again to make the catch, and the side is retired. So this time Reed does him 1, 2, 3. We're in the middle of the second. It's 2-0 Orioles. McNally retired the Braves in order in the first. He'll face Carty to start off the second. Okay, here's McNally. And the pitch to Carty. 3-4. And he grounds it to second for Davy Johnson, who throws it to Pal, 1 away. Now here's Orlando Cepeda with 1 out. Nobody on. 5-9, right-handed, fly ball left field for Buford, 2 away. Good afternoon, Mike. And Cletus Boyer comes out, 2 outs, nobody on. .310, left-handed, grounder to short. Belanger fields it, throws it to Pal. Another 1-2-3 from McNally. He's retired the first 6 Atlanta Braves in this ball game. After 2, it's still 2-0 on the first inning. Solo home runs, one by Buford, one by Frank Robinson. Here's Reed. The Orioles pitcher, Dave McNally, will lead it off here on the top of the third. .18 struck him out. First strikeout in the ball game. McNally is retired. Here's Buford, who hit the home run on the first pitch of this game. Reed into his windup, and the pitch to Buford. That's 110. It's a ballpark slash. That's a 5. Switch hitter batting left. And it is a base hit. Ballpark slash is 1-10 from both sides. Home runs, 1-19 for lefties, 1-10 for right-handers. So that is a base hit by Buford. He's 2 for 2 today. Buford on first, 1 out. Reed a +2, 1-17, being held 1-15. He's got pickoffs 9, 10, and 12. Here's Paul Blair now. The pitch from Reed. 3-9, right-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Ron Reed. 2 away now. And Frank Robinson is the batter. Pat Jarvis in the bullpen today. We don't know if he would pitch or maybe Pappas tomorrow. And we have a question top of the fourth. Actually, looking at the roster, Palmer is eligible. Stone is not eligible, even though he'd be up. And Palmer is not eligible. Wow. He might be. I'll have to check. Whoa, I'll have to check. He doesn't have an asterisk. But, Lord, I'm going to have to check on that. Lord, that's going to be tricky business. Okay, Robinson at the plate here. 2 outs, Buford on first. Maybe some people can help me with that at the end of the game. if there is another game. 5-5 right-handed fly ball center for Gonzalez, and the side is retired. Reed allows one hit, left on, middle of the third. McNally has retired the first 6 Braves. It's Didier coming up to the plate. Palmer pitched 6 innings. He might be available because he was like an asterisk type pitcher when he was in the rotation. It's just that he lost a block of time. I think it was July due to an injury, but he's not injured now. So I might make an exception. We'll see. Okay, McNally facing Didier to lead it off. Here's the pitch to Didier. That's 4-10. Switch hitter batting right, catcher X. Our second X today, Hendricks 4-1. Four-one, 4-4. It's a WG. It looks like it's a dribbler. 6-12-16 E1. Wow. He may be a 4, but he's an E1. It's a WG dribbler. It's a squib. Hendricks pounces on it, and he throws Didier out. 1 away. Now Gilgarito. Pitch from McNally. That's 1-6, left-handed, grounds it back to McNally. He fields it and throws to Pal, 2 outs. For Ron Reed, his first plate appearance in the ball game. Here's the pitch to Reed. That's 6-4. You know, I forgot to put these in because that's how I know what side they're batting on. And McNally a 1 NR, Reed 6-4 right-handed. That's a slash, and that's going to be a line out for Reed, the right-hander. A line out to Belanger at short, and it's another 1-2-3, and McNally has retired the first 9 in this ball game. And now I ask you all to give it up for Kathy Harden. She's got one of our coveted trivia questions. Wait for it now. Here it is. This guy had 22 consecutive at-bats in one World Series without a hit. Norm Cash, Mike Shannon, Al Kaline, or Dal Maxfield? Who went 22 consecutive at-bats in one World Series without a hit? Was it Norm Cash, Mike Shannon, Al Kaline, or Dal Maxfield? I said Maxville. Was it Norm Cash, Mike Shannon, Al Kaline, or Dal Maxfield? He's the only one left. Not Kaline or Cash, not Shannon. It's got to be Dal Maxfield. Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's a great question, Kathy. Yeah, I put Maxfield in early on. He's the weakest hitter of that quartet. And it was a great question by Kathy Harden. Thank you so much. And that's a lot of at-bats not to have a hit. Thank you. We head to the top of the fourth here. Reed takes the mound. Leading it off for the Baltimore Orioles, they lead 2-0. It's Boog Powell. Here's Reed now. The pitch to Powell. That's 3-7. Right-handed, grounds it to first for Cepeda. And he takes it to the bag, one away. Here's Brooks Robinson. One out, nobody on. If we're lucky, we'll get a double shot from Kathy. If we're lucky. Here's Brooks. The pitch from Reed. 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. So Reed has pretty much settled down since he allowed home runs to Buford and Robinson, Frank Robinson, in the first. It's 2 outs now, nobody on. Here's Elrod Hendricks. Elrod 0 for 1 today. Reed gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch to Elrod. It's 4-7, left-handed, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 for Ron Reed. We move to the bottom of the fourth. A must-win game for the Orioles. They're down 3-1 in games. Top of the order, Felix Mian. McNally has retired the first 9 Braves in this ball game. Here's McNally. And the pitch to Mian. That's 5-10, right-handed, grounds to short, only our third X today. Belanger, 226. (226) 18-2, G1 gets to it. 6-12-13, E26. And he throws him out. That's 10 in a row for McNally. McNally had a no-hitter during the regular season. Here's Tony Gonzalez now. The windup by McNally and the pitch. 5-4, left-handed fly ball center X. It's Blair, 1-6. One 6-6-1, gets to it, F2. E6, 5-8-10. And he makes the catch. 2 away, 11 in a row. And here's Aaron. Braves down 2-0. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Aaron batting. McNally, the windup and the pitch. 3-11. And he walked him. So there's the first base runner of the ball game allowed by McNally. Aaron 1-15, 1-12 not being held. Here's Rico now. Rico steps in the batter's box. He's the tying run at the plate. 0 for 1 today. 4 for 15 with a home run and 2 RBIs in the series. Here's McNally now. From the stretch, the pitch to Cardi. 5-5, right-handed grounder to short, Belanger. Again, a 226. .226, 3-2. He gets to it, G3. E26, 4-6-7. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. So still no hits allowed by McNally. We move to the top of the 5th. Big, tall Ron Reed on the mound, trying to keep the Braves in this ball game. Davy Johnson to lead it off. He flew to center in the 2nd. Here's Reed. And the pitch to Johnson. 6-10. Right-handed, walked him. It was a 6-10 right-handed. Johnson is on. One to 15. Not being held. Here's Belanger. McNally comes out on deck. Reed working from the stretch now. The pitch to Belanger. That is 5-10. Right-handed, ground to short X. This could be 2, maybe. Garrido at 3-18. .10-3. No, it's a G2. 4-8-9 E18. It's going to be a G2 runner on first. Garrido throws to second, or steps on the bag, however you want to call it, to force Johnson, and Belanger is safe at first. Frank has a question, top of the 6th. Top of the 6th, Frank. And if we're lucky, we'll have a double. A double shot 7th from Kathy, if we're lucky. Here's McNally now. He'll hit away. The pitch from Reed. That is 4-6. Right-handed, struck him out. Number 5 for Big Ron Reed. 2 away. And Don Buford steps up. He's 2 for 2. Again, Buford came into this game 1 for 15 in the World Series. Now he's 2 for 17 with 2 hits and 2 at-bats. The home run and the single left on. 1-3 right-handed, grounds to first. And Orlando takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. We're in the middle of the 5th now. We've gone about halfway. Unless there are extras, we're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Birds lead the Braves 2-0. McNally on the mound. It will be Orlando, Boyer, and Didier for the Braves, bottom of the fifth. Orlando steps in the box. Here's McNally now. The pitch to Orlando. That's 2-7. And that's a shot hit out for a base hit. The first hit off McNally. Orlando on first with a single. 1-16, 1-13. Being held. Here's Clete Boyer. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Here's McNally now. The pitch to Boyer. 1-3, left-handed, grounder to second. Johnson has to go to first, and Cepeda advances. So Orlando on second with one out. And here's Bob Didier. Switch hitter batting right against McNally. .48, right-handed, walked him. Didier takes first. It's first and second with one out. Gil Garrido is the batter. He tapped back to McNally in the third. .47, right-handed, single 1-8. Line to short. Oh, a nice catch by Belanger. 2 away. And that'll bring up big Bob Reed. This is the first time the Braves have had a runner in scoring position. It is a clutch situation. Here's McNally. 5-6. Right-handed, grounder to short, Belanger. Throws it to Powell, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left on after 5. 2-0 Orioles. It's 3-1 in games, Atlanta winning. A must-win for Baltimore. And now I ask you all to get ready for Frank's question. Look for it now in the text. Who holds the record for most stolen bases in a single World Series game with 7? Great question. Henderson, great answer. It is Brock. Was it 68, 67, 64? I don't think it would have been 64. That was a great question. Okay, well, we'll find out from Frank what year that was. It was a super question. Meanwhile, back to the game, we have a 2-0 game, Baltimore leading. It's Baltimore 2 runs, 3 hits on 2 home runs, solo shots by Buford and Frank Robinson. Atlanta, no runs, 1 hit and a walk. And big tall Ron Reed comes out to pitch the top of the 6th. Great question. Here's Paul Blair leading it off for the Orioles. We will take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Here's Reed, the windup, the pitch to Blair. And it's 2-12 right-handed, single, 1-14. It's flat. It's a base hit for Blair. Blair is on. It was 2-12 right-handed. Holy cow, he did it twice. That's insane. Game 7 of 67, and they won. Okay, I don't know what October 12 is, what game that would be, but okay. Okay, here's Frank Robinson. Blair, 1-17, 1-19, being held 1-17 with a lead. And Blair will go for the lead. Again, he's 1-17, Reed 1-19. And with the lead, a 1-17, he's going to go for the lead, 2-5. And he does not get it. So Blair being held at first to lead it off. Here's Frank Robinson. The pitch from Reed. 6-7, right-handed, single, 1-3. Oh, it's a base hit. Just beyond the reach of a diving Cleat Boyer. A single, 1 asterisk. Carty quick to get to it. Very nice pickup by Carty, throwing it into third, holding Blair at second. So it's 6-7, right-handed, single, 1-3. Reed in trouble now again, first and second, nobody out. Here's Big Boog Powell. The pitch from Reed. 5-8, left-handed, fly ball left, and Carty is under it. He makes the catch, throws it in quickly. He did it once in Game 7, which was October 12. Okay, that makes sense. And they won the ball game. 1 out, first and second. Here's Brooks Robinson. From the stretch, Reed. 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. The 6th strikeout for Reed, 2 away. And here's Elrod Hendricks. Elrod 0 for 2 today. 3-5, right-handed, walked him. So Reed was very careful with the very hot Elrod Hendricks. The bases are full with 2 outs. And Davy Johnson coming up. Reed's first endurance inning is next, the 7th, as is McNally. This is a clutch situation for Johnson. 2 outs, bases full. Orioles lead 2-0. Johnson at the plate for Baltimore, and the pitch. That's 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. A big strikeout for Big Ron Reed, his 7th of the game. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-0 ball game. And it'll be the top of the order for Atlanta. McNally with the 1-hit shutout. He's allowed 1 hit, walked 2, and that's it. Here's Felix Millan, 0 for 2 today. McNally now. The pitch to Felix. Double shot! And I'm not smoking any weed, Kathy. I don't want to spoil my evening. Okay? I'll do something. But it's too early. I know what's right for me. Here's McNally, the pitch to Millan. 6-6, right-handed. That's a shot for a base hit. Millan is on. It was a 6-6 left-handed, right-handed, 1-1-3 single. Felix on first, 1-18, 1-15, being held, or he were to get the lead. We'll have him sit tight. Here's Tony Gonzalez, 0 for 2. Aaron on deck. The pitch from McNally. 2-6, left-handed, struck him out. Oh, McNally, that was a curveball. And that's the first strikeout for McNally today. Now here's Aaron. I'll just drink coffee. Aaron flew to right and walked. From the stretch, McNally, the pitch to Aaron. Oh, that did not go through. That's a re-roll. Don't even look at it. I'm going to watch it not go through the tower, though. It's so difficult with my new tripod here. Here it is again. I don't think that went through. So I'm going to just, and I don't even know what it is. So we're going to go ahead with it. It's called a foul ball. Okay, here's Aaron. 1 out, Millan on first. And the pitch. 4-9, right-handed, fly ball to right for Frank Robinson, 2 away. And here comes Rico Carty. Carty already has a home run in this series. Millan with a short lead off first, 2 outs. Here's McNally. 5-5, right-handed, grounder to short X, Belanger. 226. 6-2. Gets 2 at G2, E26, 6-10-11. And he throws him out. And that is the side. No runs, 1 hit, the leadoff single by Felix. And we're heading to the 7th, top of the 7th. Big, tall Ron Reed. He'll face Belanger, McNally, and then back top of the order with Buford. Here's Belanger to lead it off. And then we have the double shot 7th inning stretch. And I'll get a nice fresh cup of coffee then. Here's Reed, his first endurance inning, and the pitch to Belanger. That is 5-5. Right-handed, fly ball center for Gonzalez, 1 out. Now McNally. A 1 NR. Reed winds and deals. 2-5 struck him out. That's the 8th strikeout for Ron Reed today. And now Buford, 2 for 3 with a home run. In fact, his home run is the winner of the game thus far. Pitch from Reed. 6-6. Switch hitter batting left. Grounded to second, Felix. Throws to Cepeda. A 1-2-3 for Ron Reed. Let's not take away from Reed. He's pitched good ball. We're in the middle of the 7th inning stretch. I want you to give your attention now to Kathy Harden for her double shots. Here's the first question. Wait for it now. Here it is. Who is the first Cincinnati player to win the World Series MVP award? Whoa, that's tough. I mean, God. Jeez. They won a World Series in they either won it in 39 or 40. Ernie Lombardi. Well, Rose had over 4,000. And Stack gets it. What a super question. I don't know how if they did MVPs, you know, in the early to mid 20th century for World Series, and if they did, it usually has to be on the winning team. And they won the series in either 39 or 40. They played the Yankees in consecutive years, 39 and 40. Now there's going to be a second question. Get ready for it. Look for it now. It's coming. Oh, that's good coffee. I'll smoke weed tonight. I don't need it now, Kathy. I can cope. Here it is. This actor received foot and leg wounds in World War II at Anzio. We knew him as Marshall Dillon. Oh, Lord. That was, oh, God, I can't remember his name. You know, I don't know it. Arness. Connors. It's got to be Arness. Stack. It's got to be Arness. And Stack gets it. Oh, Stack. Red Mike and Ike for Stack. My man Stack. And Kathy Harden. Stack hits the double, yeah. Stack got Pete Rose. Beautiful double shot by Kathy Harden. And congratulations to Stack. 2-0 Baltimore. If they hold on, we're going to game 6 on Friday. McNally on the mound, 2-hit shutout, 2 singles. He walked 2. Great performance thus far. And here comes Orlando Cepeda to lead it off. Okay, McNally is ready. The pitch to Orlando. That's 5-6 right-handed. Grounds it to short. Belanger. Over to Powell. 1 away. Here's Clete Boyer now. McNally has held these Braves in check all day. Neondu up in the 9th. Who knows? Maybe the 8th. Here's the pitch to Boyer. That's 5-11 right-handed. Grounds to first X. Powell 3-8. 3-8, 1-3 goes through. S2 base hits. 2-4-5 rare play. S2, it was a 1-3. It will be an S2 rare play, a single with no one on. Batter hits a single with base runners advancing 2. As the batter rounds first, the fielder throws the ball behind him and catches him off the bag for the out. And that's regardless of whether there's runners on. It just told you that there are runners on. So we'll score that a base hit by Boyer. It was a single to left, and Buford, the heads up, thrown out. What a tough break there for Boyer. I hate to, Lord, leave it to the World Series to have a rare play like that. It wasn't S2, just to show you one more time. And the batter hits a single with base runners advancing 2. And as the batter rounds first, that still applies. So it's 2 outs, nobody on for Didier. Tough break in a World Series for that to happen. He's thrown out, rounding first after the single, and that was in the 7th. Okay, here's Didier. The pitch from McNally. That's 5-2. Switch hitter batting right. Base hit 1-4. It is a base hit. Oh, my. And what a tough break there is for Boyer. Now here's Gil Garrido, first and second, and suddenly McNally is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Cuellar went all the way, everybody's available. Pitchers are warming in the bullpen. McNally 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Garrido at the plate. He's gonna hit. Here's the pitch. That's 3-8. And he flies it to center. And the side is retired. So it's no runs, 2 hits, and 1 left after Boyer was tagged out, rounding first. Whew, we've gone 7. It's a 2-0 ball game. Wow. This will be Reed's final inning. if he finishes it. There'll be a hitter for Reed in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Paul Blair now. Blair 1 for 3 today. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Okay, Reed. The pitch to Blair. That's 6-5, right-handed. Fly ball right for Aaron, 1 out. And here's Frank Robinson, who homered. He's 2 for 3 today. Reed into his windup. 3-8, right-handed. Grounds it back to Reed. He fields it and throws to Orlando, 2 away. And now Big John Powell, Big John Boog Powell. Powell 0 for 3. 1 for 15 coming into the game, 1 for 18 in the series. So his bat, no runs batted in, no home runs, 1 for 18. Here's Reed. And the pitch to Powell. 6-6. Left-handed, grounded to second. Mian has it, throws it to first. The side is out. What a great, and Ron Reed getting a big hand from the hometown crowd. He pitched 8 innings. He allowed 2 runs. Five hits. He walked 2. Struck out 8. And there's going to be a hitter for Big Ron Reed. McNally comes out, his second endurance inning. Let's see who's coming out to hit. Cecil Upshaw is warming. It will be Felipe Alou, right-handed hitter, Felipe Alou. A .282 hitter, sitting out most of this World Series in favor of Tony Gonzalez, but he's a pinch hitter here. And Upshaw will come in next inning. He's a right-hander. Felipe steps into the batter's box. Felipe is 1 for 2 pinch hitting in this World Series. 1 for 2. Felipe leading it off. Here's McNally now. The windup. The pitch to Felipe. That is 4-7, right-handed. Single 1 to 8. Oh, it's a base hit for Felipe. And he's a 1 to 15. Wow. Felipe singles. He's 2 for 3 now, pinch hitting. It was a 4-7 right-handed. One more hitter walk. McNally is fatigued. Here comes Felix. Can he do it a third time? Look for the 1-6. Left-handed home run 1 to 5. What's that, Mike? Handar? What is that? What is that? H&R hit and run. I don't do hit and run. And I'm going to tell you, Mike, I don't do hit and run because I feel it does not adequately account for the idiosyncratic aspect of the hitter. It's you know what I mean? I can see a bunt, giving a rating, but not on a hit and run. I absolutely do not do it. I hope you understand. Here's Felix now. It's a good call, though. Felipe on first, no outs, not being held. McNally. The pitch to Felix, that's 3-6, left-handed, grounds it to short. Belanger throws to Johnson and then over to Powell. It's a double play. Two outs. Oh, Felix. It was a 3-6 left-handed. And here's Tony Gonzalez now. Oh. Big double play indeed. The pitch from McNally, trying to maintain endurance. It's 5-8, left-handed, grounds to first. Big John Powell has it, and he takes it to the bag. We're going to the ninth. What a game. What a series. No runs, one hit, the leadoff pinch hit by Felipe. Whew. And here's Cecil Upshaw to pitch to the Orioles in the ninth. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Aaron, Carty, and Cepeda. Aaron, Carty, and Cepeda, the heart of the order. Here's Brooks now. Cecil in relief. It's 3-1, Cat. It's 3-1, Game 5. 3-1, Atlanta. If the Orioles hold on, we're going to a Game 6 on Friday. Tomorrow would be a travel day. Here's Upshaw, the pitch to Brooks. It's 3-4, and that's a single 1-8. It's a line at a third. It's caught by Boyer. Boyer's still kicking himself for overrunning his base hit and getting tagged out. Now Elrod Hendricks. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, and that's the last of it. Cecil and the pitch to Elrod. It's 6-10. Grounds to third X. That will be for Cletus. A 118. Whew. $118.41. G2 gets to it. 2-3-4 E18. And he throws him out. 2 outs. And now Davy Johnson. Upshaw into his windup. The pitch to Davy. It's 3-9, right-handed, grounded back to comebacker to Upshaw. And he throws it to Orlando. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Again, it will be the heart of the order. And now I think would be a fine time to take a quick break for 2 or 3 minutes. And when we come back, it will be Aaron, Carty, and Cepeda facing McNally, who has refreshed endurance for the bottom of the ninth. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Ooh, Kathy, I'm telling you, the overturn by Boyer was a problem. But that's the way it turns out. The failure to do a hit and run by Mian is requested by Mike because I don't do it. I've never done it, and I'm just not going to do it. But Mike and I, talk about Mike and Ike, Mike and me are rooting for the Braves. It's a legitimate game. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh my Lord, what a ball game. What a freaking game. God. Oh, is it hot out here? Oh. I'm telling you, it's like a sauna outside. I'm in South Florida, here in Studio B. Bottom of the ninth. McNally on the mound. Stack for the Birds. McNally, a 4-hit shutout, if you will. Aaron leads it off. McNally gets the sign from Hendricks, the wind-up, and the pitch to Aaron. That's 5-8, right-handed, grounder to third for Brooks. And he throws it across to Powell, 1 down. McNally 2 outs away from the shutout. This would be the first shutout in the series. Not surprising that there would be one with these kind of pitchers. Here's McNally now, facing Carty. And the pitch. It's 4-8, right-handed, walked him. So Carty is on. There's going to be a hitter for Carty. A runner for Carty. Sonny Jackson. Sonny Jackson coming in to run. That's a little risky, but because he's the only other shortstop to hit for Garrido, but let me just double check something here. I have Aspromonte, Bob Aspromonte, but he's a 1-12. We could always bring him in if we needed to. Here's Sonny Jackson coming in to run for Cardi. And we're doing that because you never know. Of course, he only represents one run, down 2-0, but you never know what's going to happen. So Jackson is running 1-16. And we'll make a decision. I usually don't defer on this, but we'll defer to decide who would come in to play left field if needed. Good speed on the bases, indeed. And here's Orlando. He is way overdue. Jackson on first, 1 out. 1-15, 1-12. Being held. Okay, Orlando steps in. McNally from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. 5-10. Right-handed. Grounded to short. This could be the ball game. Belanger. 226. 3-2. It's a G3 pound. It will not be a double play. There is a hold. Let's see if the infielder responsible. I'm sorry for the delay. Right-handed hitter. Runner on first. No, Belanger is not responsible. So it's a G3, no pound. 6-10-15, E26. And he throws him out. It's a G3, runner on first. And he will advance into scoring position. Does anyone want to confirm that with me? What a play. It was a ground ball short X. It was a 3. 3-2 for Belanger. This is important. G3 pound. And we go to look with Cepeda, the right-handed hitter, the bull. Runner on first, right-handed batter. Only the first baseman. I'm okay, thank you. So it's 2 outs. Jackson in scoring position. And in storybook fashion, Cletus Boyer, who got tagged out overrunning first base, has a chance to tie it up. McNally walks off the mound, rubbing the baseball. He comes back on the mound, trying to get the complete game shutout. Okay. He's from the stretch. He gets the sign from Hendricks. The pitch to Boyer. 1-3. Grounds it to second. Davy Johnson over to Powell. And the ball game is over. It was a 1-3 left-handed. And look at that hand. Elrod Hendricks popped up and extends his hand out to McNally, as well as all the other Orioles. We're going back to Baltimore on Friday for Game 5. Great game, Frank. Thank you. The final, Baltimore 2, Atlanta 0. The first shutout of the game. I'll be back with the recap in just a moment. Thank you all. Oh, what a game it was, and I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Mike. You're going to the Met game? Wow. Enjoy it, Mike. Take a video and post it if you want. And Demos is glad to see the O's win. Stack is... looks like he's glad. The big cat, everybody. Okay, be safe and have a great game, great time. The final score, Baltimore Orioles 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Atlanta Braves no runs, 5 hits and no errors. McNally wins his second of the series with a shutout. Reed, his second loss. But he pitched well. 2 runs in 8 innings. It was all in the first inning. Buford on the first pitch from Reed, the home run. And then after Blair grounded out, Frank Robinson hit a home run. They were 2 solo home runs. That was it. It was a quirky play when Boyer, in the 7th, led off with a single, but he rounded first and was off the bag, and Don Buford, with the heads-up play, threw it over right to John Powell, and he tagged him out. Didier followed up with a single, and he was left on. Just a great game. We're going to a Game 6. I'll set that game up now. Again, it's Friday. Tomorrow will be a travel day. It'll be Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. And some programming notes. Again, 7 p.m. tonight, I have a 6-hour ambiance. It's a just like Strat-O-Matic, it's a hobby. This one's called Traveling in Space, but you're in a dream. It's 6 hours. And I hope you're going to enjoy it. If you, oh God, it's not easy turning this tripod up. I got 3 tripods being delivered, 2 of them today before 10 p.m. As my trusty tripod broke. And that's exactly the reason why I got the one I'm using now. And maybe it's overkill. Looking at our schedule for the Strat-O-Matic 1962 replay, tomorrow morning for early birds, it will be the Mets' first home game and their second game of the season, 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be the Pittsburgh Pirates with Sturdivant at the New York Mets in the Polo Grounds, Moorhead. Also on Friday morning at 5:30 a.m., 62 replay, Houston Colt 45's Turk Farrell at the Phillies' Steve Hamilton. I will put in the Game 5 of the World Series that would go here. There's Bull, who 4, 5, 6. That's gonna be a Saturday morning at 2 p.m. Who knows? There might be I may have to change that if there's a Game 7 in this World Series. Thank you, everybody. Stay strong. Stay well. And I will catch you all next time. Take care, Duck. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Great questions.